World Books Review Factory presents Emeka Nobis. It's indeed a big honor to get this man on this platform tonight. I came across his book. The very first book I came across was Grow Your Platform, and sincerely, that singular book, Grow Your Platform, changed a lot of things for me and just started my quest to know who is the person behind it. Joining me as I welcome our distinguished guest tonight, Mr. Emeka Nobis, a prolific writer and author.
Hello guys, this is Emeka Nobis here. This is me in the city of Port Harcourt. Just finished from work, trying to rest a little bit and be here with everyone. So I'm resting, and at the same time I'm here with you guys. So this is me live and direct from the city of Port Harcourt, for those who may be thinking, will Emeka Nobis really show up? All right, so let's have a great time. Good to be here.
So without much ado, we'll get into the business straight away. Please, and like I said earlier, could you just share with us your path to becoming an author? Thank you.
Okay, so it was in 2010 that I decided I was going to author a book, because a lot of the content I was releasing at the time, people were experiencing great transformation as a result of those content. So I said, hey, why don't I put these things into the form of a book and get as many more people to read them. Well, at that time in 2010, I didn't really have a whole lot of experience like I have now. I just wanted to put together a book that people would read and experience transformation in their own lives. And so I went ahead and I began to collect articles, began to collect stories, began to collect quotations, and the things that I knew that were going to be of help to people. That book I titled The Profound Life, because that could show that shows you how I really wanted people to live profound lives, right? So I brought everything together and put them in chapters, fleshed out the whole body, designed the book, and went ahead to print the book. That was how I became an author, even though I would tell you that, and if looking back, it was a very painful experience for me, because after selling about 200 copies of the book, I ended up giving away 800 copies of the book to people for free. You know, I even borrowed money to be able to author that book. So that's the journey for me, realizing that I had something that people needed. And so I went ahead to put all those things in form of a book and release the world.
So a lot of people have really wondered, is it really possible to actually make millions of naira from authoring books? Is it really possible? Asking Emeka Nobis, what would you say to this? What would you say? Because I'm speaking from your own experience. How does it really work?
It's absolutely possible to make millions of naira. Millions of naira being able to author books. I'm currently I've crossed 1.25 million already, launching Bank a lot recently. I know I'm going to cross, my target is to cross 5 million for that book. And I have now and next month to be able to do that, all right? 1,000 copies of the book, all right? So it's really a lot of hard work, especially if you don't have lots of resources, especially if you're not that individual that has let me say, an army of supporters. Like when a politician releases a book, you find fellow politicians coming together, you find people in the civil service coming to their lunch and all that, and donating lots of money. You know, it's a different ball game between them and you, that you may not have all those kinds of people in your corner. And so it's a lot of work, really. But to tell you the truth, yes, I did Your Book We Sell. Your Book We Sell made more than 3.5 million in 60 days. and we are closing towards 6 million from your book we sell. So it's absolutely possible if you understand the strategies that you can utilize to be able to do this. Okay, so for Bank Alert, this is what I decided to do. After starting the pre-launch, I came upon a strategy. I said to myself, I'm going to sell the book at the back of a challenge. And so a lot of individuals usually do challenges for free. And I said, no, I don't want to do challenges for free. I want to be able to charge something little and get people to join. And then when they join and experience the depth of what I'm teaching, and then I put Bank Alert in their faces as something that they have to get to be able to make the money that they desire, because the challenge is all about how you can make $30 every day. And so we got 2,350 people to sign up for that challenge at 1,500 naira each. And so at the end of the challenge, I pitched the book to them, and so far we have done more than 1 million from that. So multiply how much I made from the challenge and how much I've made so far from the book. All right. So it's just all about strategy, how you're able to utilize the effective strategies to be able to get your book to really sell. And yes, you can make millions. That's the truth.
Sincerely, I must say, as usual, I'm just blown away. Recently, I was checking your wall on Facebook, and I realized that you give an offer there. You actually give a spot for some people to get into giving them slots that they have to pay for. But you were giving 10 slots. And in no time, people were practically falling upon themselves to actually get into that slot. And I'm wondering, this is social media. A lot of people are actually trying to do this on social media. How do you get to do this? How do you connect with people that they want to buy your product, get into your product, get to know exactly what the knowledge you are sharing? Please, can you just speak to this a little? Thank you.
All right. So the thing is this: I'm a giver of value. That's the truth. When you give value will flow back in return. Every day that I go on social media, my key aim is to be able to create content that will help someone to have a shift. It doesn't mean a total shift, but something that can edge them on to get the next result, to get to the next goal, to get to the next installment of success in their lives. So the more I give this value, right, people see me as an embodiment of value. What it does is that they begin to see you as God, and that's the truth. They want to touch you. They want to be in your presence. They want to connect with you. They want to relate with you. And so when you give an offer that makes them be able to come into your presence and be with you because you have become an embodiment of value given, then they will take that opportunity. That's the truth. If I had said 50 persons, trust me, people in Port Harcourt would have been able to get that offer. Right now, I opened up the slots again. When I did 10 slots, within 24 hours, those 10 slots were gone. And that was 50,000 naira gone. 50,000 naira. So I increased it again I opened up again another 10 slots. Right now, I don't want to give up all the 10 slots because I feel that I'm going to be sapping a lot of my energy from myself, because each of them, they're going to come to my office and spend 30 minutes with me, and then take pictures with me, and then I'm signing the book for them. So the thing is this, it's also a marketing strategy for me. So they will come to my office. My PA is going to record me having conversations with them, and that's the truth. So my PA is going to put up we're going to have the video session where I'm talking, and then my PA is going to put up the camera that is going to be recording the two of us as we are talking, right? And then I'm going to sign the book for them. And after signing the book for them, we're going to take a picture. They are going to take a certain kind of picture using the picture, the portrait that is in my office. Now we're going to use all the pictures that we've gathered, about 15 of them, and we are going to use them for a collage, right? And that collage is what we're going to use to run ads, put out on my Facebook timeline that people who have bought. And then we're going to record them 1 minute video, right? So they're going to talk about why they bought the book, what the session did for them, And then we're going to use that video also to stream live. So the more we do these things, people will get to see, people begin to see the value. So I'm thinking right now, I want to have maybe 2 more slots for those in Port Harcourt to make it up to 17. All right, so that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So for people to take up the remaining slots, and that's the thing. So I said it's about value that you're giving. The more you give this value, the more people want to connect with you. The more that they want to take the offer. So it's just about value giving. Every day that you see me on social media, right? Every day you see what I do on social media, I'm always creating content. Today I've done like 2 already. I've sent like 3 emails today already. So it's a never ending process of giving value, and you're going to get the value in return. So that's it.
Wow, that alone is a solid strategy that you just deployed out just for free. People that are listening, I hope you are getting value, you are jotting this down, you are following intensely. Mr. Emeka, please, I want to ask a question. Would you say that there is a writer in everybody? Can everybody actually write?
Well, the thing is this: inside everybody lies a story, lies an experience, lies a gifting that they can bring out to the world and help other individuals. The thing is this: for that writing to come forth from you, number one, you have to really be aware of your powers. You have to be aware of how those experiences, those stories, those things that you know, your talent. You have to be aware that they are enough to be able to be a blessing to other individuals. That awareness, first and foremost, is something that you need, because a lot of individuals are just walking around. They're not aware of the greatness that lies within them. They're not aware of the powers that lie within them. Powers in the stories, powers in the experiences, powers in their everyday normal living, powers in the conversations that they have with other individuals, powers in understanding that the gift of God inside of them can be a blessing to other individuals. That awareness, first and foremost. And then secondly, to realize that is within you can be a blessing. That's the truth. And then you'll be able to pen them in words. I can say that everybody can be a writer. The truth is, the thing is that a lot of individuals are feeling that they have to be like Chimamanda Adichie or J.K. Rowling or Seth Godin or Wole Soyinka to be able to author books. No. If you're able to get words together in a very simple format that people can read, then you're able to author a book. Simple, conversational, simple book. People can read them and enjoy. So you don't need to be like all these other individuals, because that's what I feel people think that that's what writing is all about. No. Many years ago, I hated poetry because I felt that poetry has to be hard, has to be esoteric in nature, doesn't necessarily need to be simple. But when I began to follow guys like poet Tolu, right, Tolu Akinyemi, I began to enjoy his poetry. The way he wrote poems, they were very enjoyable. So I realized, okay, so something different can happen here. So that made me to diffuse that thing I thought about poets and being, poems being esoteric in nature before they can actually be called poems. So the same thing I tell people: don't think that you have to be like all these people I mentioned before you're able to author a book. All right.
Thank you very much for that enlightenment, for the light you have thrown on that topic. In your conversation, you've actually mentioned a couple of your books that are currently hot cake right now in the market. But I also understand in particular that all what you're experiencing so far when you started, from what you have learned so far in how to go about writing a book and actually writing a book that will sell, how to sell a book. You have documented everything in another book, and you also have a video, an academy to this. I have an academy that also talks about this. Please, can you shed more light on what your book Will Sell Academy is about, and what you intend to give out, the value you are giving out in this academy and your book Will Sell book.
Okay, so the Your Book Will Sell Academy, it's something that came up as a result of the the decision to write Your Book Will Sell. I wanted people to have a book, especially Nigerians, to have a book that can teach them how they can be able to sell lots and lots of copies of the books and make lots of money for themselves. Because I see that as a very big problem for lots of authors in Nigeria. So they want to author a book, and then people are not buying the book, or they make very minimal sales and they can't make a lot more money again. And so I had to author that book. But to give something that was going to be an additive that was very powerful, I decided to bring together experts in marketing, experts that could come teach people how to be able to utilize platforms that they have and the things that they have to be able to market lots of their books. So I brought together people who could teach how to use YouTube, how to use live stream to be able to sell books, how to sell books. People like Paul Fo, people like Steve Harris, people like Choma Ifeanyi, and a whole lot of others. There were 25 of them in number. So I brought them together and we formed that academy to be able to help and teach people how to be able to market their books. Currently, that academy is for 40,000 naira right now. But I'm doing an offer currently for those who want to get into the academy. Bank-A-Lot is the book that is currently ongoing. So I said to people, if you get Bank-A-Lot, you're going to get access to the academy for free. And then you have Bank-A-Lot shipped to you anywhere that you are in Nigeria. So it's your choice. If you decide to get in now, that's fine. If you don't want to get in, then you can do so at 40,000 naira later. Okay, so that's it about the academy. I hope it suffices.
Okay, thank you so much. For those that will be getting on the academy, I believe we will be sharing a link on how to get in on this platform later tonight. But as we wrap up, like I said, you are free to put up your questions. I'm sure it will be attended to, but I would just like to know, Mr. Emeka Nobis, how can we connect with you beyond this platform? Let's tell us more about. Do you mentor people? Which other way can you help people even beyond what we have discussed on this platform? Thank you.
All right. So beyond this platform, yes, people can reach out to me. My WhatsApp number is open, although I have a few issues with the WhatsApp now, but it will be rectified tomorrow. So my WhatsApp is the same number that I'm using on this platform. My WhatsApp number is the same number. When it comes to mentoring, actually, a lot of people are angry with me because of that, but I don't do free mentoring. If people want me to mentor them, then they should be willing to pay some good amount of money for that. So I mentor people at 150,000 naira a month, where we meet together and we have a chat 1 hour every week, for all the 4 weeks in the month. Okay, if there are 5 weeks, we do 5 hours. So right now I'm coming up with something for the month of May, because we're in March already. I'm coming up something with the month of May, which I call a day with me. All right, so people who want to come stay with me for a day, have us chat, talk, discuss their issues, then they can pay 10,000 naira to be part of that. It's going to start out in May. So whichever suits you, I'm game.
All right, so I have a question here from Timmy, from someone named Timmy. She's asking, please, sir, my question is, has there been any time when there was no inspiration to write, and it seems as if the outcome of the book wouldn't be as expected? If yes, how did you overcome that, sir?
Okay, so for this particular question, I think I can say that I have not really lacked inspiration to write the books that I write. I think what I would say is the fact that maybe I'm writing a book and I get to the point where I feel that it should have more depth, more illustrations, more examples, or more stories, along with it. So I tend to pause and then make more research, interview more people, search out things on the internet, and then come back to the book again. But to say that I don't have, inspiration to flow, no. The second thing about inspiration is, for me, I want the words to embody the kind of feelings that they will transmit when someone is reading it. So if I want you to be sad, excited, I need to be able to construct those words in such a way that when you're reading those words, you're actually feeling those feelings that I want you to feel. And so at that point, I will pause and perhaps reconstruct everything again to make sure that they get the right kinds of feeling that I want you to get. So for loss of inspiration, no, I've not. And then regarding the book, this is me personally speaking. I used to write books that were just my thoughts. I wrote books like Abandon the Dots, Madmen Speak Revelations, Random Rantings of a Lettered Mind. And I realized people were buying those books because of me. But I want to be able to write books that you don't necessarily need to know who Emeka Nobis is, but to buy them because it solves a solution. So number one, books that solve specific problems. I call them process books. That's why I wrote Bank a Lot, and I also wrote Your Book Will Sell. Your Book Will Sell has a specific solution, what you need to do to be able to get your published books to sell to make money for you. Secondly, Bank a Lot has a specific solution, how to create and launch your own online course so that you can make $1,000 every month. Specific problems, specific solutions that are provided by the book. I call them process books. And then secondly, I want someone to be able to get somewhere, see a book of mine, and pick it up. Not because they know Emeka Nobis, but it's because the book is the problem, is a solution that they need to their problems. So that's my response to that. So I've never felt now that any book that I'm going to write in the future will not actually sell.
Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Emeka Nobis. Sincerely, because I've actually had a long day, so it's been so I can imagine how it will be even at your own end. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. I really want to appreciate it. I want to say thank you on behalf of everyone on this platform. I'm sure everyone and those that will be listening later, they also will be impacted greatly. You have really dished out value tonight, and I really want to appreciate you for taking out of your tight schedule, even having to attend to us after your busy day at work today. Thank you very much. We really appreciate. And I'm sure even as we will get back to you, get across to you to get all your juicy offers that you offer from time to time. Thank you again. Thank you. This platform has been provided by World Books Review Factory, where we have been reviewing for the past few weeks the book written by yours truly, Olaleko Ogunbiyi, titled World Beyond Your Lifetime in Simple Steps. The book is available for download by sending a WhatsApp message to the number 080-3236-5758. Again, I've been your host, Olaleko Ogunbiyi. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Good night, everybody. Good night. Let's have a good night rest.